So there's a couple different things when we talk about angles that we can talk about. The first being what's called a linear pair. And if we notice, the word linear contains the word line in it. So anything that forms a pair or a set of two that makes a line is a linear pair. So for example, these two angles right here, alpha and theta, would form a linear pair. So if I'm given that the measure of angle JFL is equal to 115, and that they're a linear pair, and that F is the vertex, then what I automatically know is that I have something like this. I have JFL is 115, and it has a linear pair. So I can find this other angle, knowing that a whole line makes up 180 degrees. Well, 180 minus 115 leaves me with 65 degrees for that second part of that angle. So if I'm given that the measure of angle KLS is equal to 100, and that L is the vertex, and I know that it forms a linear pair, then I can say, well, I have KLS, because L is at this vertex at this point. It has 100 degrees here, so if this whole thing is 180, then this spot must be 80 degrees. Well, another thing for linear pairs are angles that are supplementary. So, supplementary angles add up to 180. So, for example, these two angles are supplementary, and these two angles are supplementary. So if I was given that I have a 65-degree angle and asked to find what angle was supplementary to it, I would say, well, 115. If I was given that I have a 150-degree angle and I want to find something that's supplementary to it, I would say 30 degrees, because supplementary angles add up to 180, or a line. Complementary angles, on the other hand, add up to 90. So they add up to that right angle. So if I'm given that something's 60 degrees and I want to find the complementary angle to it, I would say 90 minus 60, which is 30. If I was given that I have a 35-degree angle and I want to find a complementary angle to it, I would say, well, 90 minus 35 is 55 degrees. So something over 90 degrees, so for example 100, does not have a complementary angle because it's already bigger than the entire angle amount to form these complementary angles.